Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on? Another day. We good. We left. I just want to play a little music this morning, get it going, get the feeling going. You know what I'm saying?
I got surprised when I heard the music. I'm like, what?
You know what I'm saying? That's when Dip Lane was emceeing, back in the ancient days.
Oh, that was your music?
Yeah.
That's how I know Dip.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
I was in the background. Cheering him out. Hearing my other homies.
This is my first time hearing one of the songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, well, you don't go to the internet and look.
Come on.
I went on Spotify. I looked at Spotify, but nothing showed up. Your face showed up, but like it was nothing under there.
Yes, sir. It's there. It's on Spotify. But anyway, good morning, Habari Live. Another week. Like always, we'll be bringing you the news and information throughout the week, and give you a perspective and keep you informed to make balanced decisions. We are all the way live, like always, from Phoenix, Arizona. This week we have a special guest in the house, a good, great friend of mine, Chris Curiel from Echo Management Systems, a company dedicated to help you save money by using alternative energy products and programs. Welcome, Chris, in the house.
Hello.
What's up, my dude?
Hello, brother. How you doing? It's good seeing you.
Good to see you too, my brother.
Thank you.
You're a great dude, man. Always been a good dude. I've known you for damn near
couple decades now.
My whole
damn near
life.
20 years.
My whole life.
Yeah, man. I met this guy when I was doing fucking
Inventory. REIS.
Yep, there we go.
Macy's.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Late night inventory.
Yeah.
And we hooked up, man, and we've been friends since, man. And I've never lost touch with this guy. No matter how many years go by, we always hook up somehow. You know what I mean?
It's the same,
Yeah, man. That's real shit, bro. And you always been a real dude. So I wanted to get you on here because I think what you guys are doing is special, especially today. What's going on with the energy, the prices of energy, and with people struggling to pay those prices of electricity is going up, the price of the gas is ridiculous. We're all struggling trying to figure out things right now. And I thought it was a good idea to bring you in to kind of educate people on how they could use some alternative ways to get some energy and save some money in the long term, and get themselves maybe off the grid and become more self-efficient as a person, and a smaller footprint, and another things that helps out for the environment, and for us as a whole, for the future, for your kids, for we can have a fucking future. You know what I mean?
For us.
We got to have something, man. If we just burn it all up, it's gonna be gone. So I thought it was important to bring you in and talk about this, and educate the people on what solar energy and other alternative energies they could use to make their lives better, and for us to become more energy sufficient, or a coefficient. I'm not so dependent. That's what I mean. So dependent on other countries and other places, because people don't understand that the gas and the energy, that we can't just use ours, or we'll use it all up and it'll be gone.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they have these in places they don't want to use, and they're like, man, let's keep this. We don't want to use this. We use all this, we're done. You know what I mean? It's reasons why they keep this gas, and we try to get it from other places,
Right.
because we don't have that as much as people think we do.
Yeah.
I mean, we do produce a lot of gas. I think we are one of the top producers, but still, we don't want to use all of ours.
Yeah, that should be a reserves and not like the
Exactly.
day-to-day operations.
It's gone.
Right, in case emergency something happens.
Exactly, man. So I wanted to ask you, how exactly did you guys get into the solar business, and how did you come about this idea to become more solar efficient or energy efficient?
Yeah, first I just want to thank you guys. What you guys are doing is awesome. I try to watch as much as possible,
For sure.
and I appreciate you as a friend and
Man.
advocate. Hey man, if you join Eco, although you said hopefully my team's watching, like I told them to record that. But no, absolutely, what you say is true. My history when we met, I was going to ASU for my master's in my bachelor's in architecture at the time.
Definitely.
Doing inventory and other things to get by. Got into solar as a really with some family members and other friends I knew. ASU's been progressive as the first sustainable school of energy.
Yeah, that's real.
Makes sense. We have a lot of solar access. We are
Definitely
a
do.
desert. There's no bigger power source in the universe than our sun.
That's real.
So it only makes sense to utilize it and to not, like you said, poke the earth or shake it until
That's
something
real.
comes out and burning it,
That's real.
which is combustion and fossil fuels. So it's kind of dated.
Mhm.
People holding on to it are really doing it because they have political lobbyists pushing for their economic gains.
That's
And
real.
specifically here in Arizona, our two main utility companies,
Mhm.
we don't want to throw any names, but they're, some are a little bit more supportive, some are less.
Mhm.
It's obviously, I believe, needs to always be a cooperative effort.
Yep.
I don't think there's ever one answer to anything. You know
That's
what I'm
real.
saying? So
That's
we got to
real.
work together. Like you said, there's hydrogen, there's fossil fuels, there's
Definitely.
nuclear, there's
That's
solar. There's a
mhm.
lot of ways that we could implement short-term, long-term energy cycles.
That's real.
But right now, exactly what you said, man. They're turning buttons. Your alternate current grid. They're
Mhm.
pulling rolling brownouts. They're pulling energy here. They're chilling there. Basically trying to maximize their returns on where
Right.
they're buying and selling it.
Mhm.
So day to day, I try to explain to people, and they think solar is political. They think it's magic. They think it's a koi, whatever. Really, it's pretty simple. You put panels on top of your roof, a structure that's built to last for decades.
Right.
So they're utilizing your infrastructure. They put their electric, basically power plant on top of your house.
Okay.
We size it specifically to what you use. So we use your energy bills. We're not guessing. We're just using algorithms and math and computer programs.
Right.
It projects the savings. And literally from here down to your electrical box, which is maybe dozens of feet
Mhm.
compared to right now where they're channeling 150 miles an average from different places. It makes a lot more sense. It's just really to me when they try to make that complicated, I'm just like, man, the current system is way more complicated.
Way more
There's
complicated.
transformers, there's grid stations, there's all these
Mhm.
different system. Like me, I don't know how a hydro dam works or
Right.
like, all that. That's pretty complicated. Solar panels is really basic. The sun, excites some
Mhm.
follicles inside of them. It transfers the energy directly there to from direct current to alternative current,
Right.
what the inverter does. And basically, you set your price, you set the payment. We only advocate if you're economically making gains or see some other value, like if you have backup battery or
Mhm.
some other thing. But basically, it just gives you that control to power your household.
Right.
For us, a growing family, it's
Definitely.
important. Like I don't want to be completely dependent on what our utilities tell me
Mhm.
what I got to pay.
And that's what we are. We're right now, we're slaves to APS and I don't even remember the other one right now.
SRP.
SRP, there we
Mhm.
go. And they pretty much set the price whenever they want.
Yeah.
And they lobby the government always for price hikes, trying to get the price higher and higher and higher, and people are suffering and suffering. You know what I mean? And it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So what um what all entails in getting solar set up in the home? Do we need to have a backup battery? Do you need to have your own transformer in your home? What all entails in setting up a home and getting solar in a home?
Um, First, you want to make sure it fits you.
Right.
If your energy usage is really low,
Okay.
it probably sometimes doesn't make sense. Or here we have a lot of snowbirds, so people that are gone for long months of the time, it might
Right.
not make sense because
Right.
it is a consistent kind of payment for a set amount of energy those systems produce. So
Okay.
first, you want to make sure it's economically or value benefit for you. Battery storage is becoming more prevalent. It's a little bit behind in technology. Storing energy is still
Mhm.
hard.
Definitely.
You don't keep it as efficient as you need to.
Definitely.
So people ask us, and Tesla and some of the other big dogs really do good marketing. But then when
Mhm.
they get a little sticker shock when they see it, and so it really just depends on what your ultimate goals are. I mean, with like California and some other places like in Texas,
Mhm.
for sure in Texas where there's a lot of blackouts or Louisiana or something like that.
Definitely.
It's good to have that. We
Mhm.
saw what they went through last year, and it was
Definitely.
sad. And we actually got a lot of clients in there.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been blessed to be. We're actually in Illinois. It's one of our biggest markets.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen the arch about a dozen times the last
That's
couple of
dope,
years.
man.
And before when you first talked about, I never
Yeah.
been there. And So I always think about you
Yeah,
and
man.
like and your cousins and everybody
Definitely.
like that when we were out there. But it's Illinois has been good, Texas, El Paso,
That's dope.
Dallas, and also California. But in
Yeah.
California, it makes sense because rates are so high that basically that upfront investment, and that's what
Mhm.
this is just basically an investment that's still lower month to month than what your current demand or
Right,
what your current
right.
payment is. So in California, they do what's called arbitrage, where they'll basically offset certain expensive hours by pulling through a battery and
Okay.
then also having that option at night too.
Right.
So it really is just kind of specific to each household,
Mhm.
their usage, if they live there all year round, and what their ultimate goal is. But what we start from is just trying to save them money.
Right.
The battery is kind of like an added premium because right now you don't have a backup power source
Right.
as is. You have just the grid, so it's kind of a premium you're adding to it.
Right, right.
So some of the
Because
savings might not be
you
right
don't
there.
lose. You're not leaving them. You have them also. It's just a backup system
Exactly.
to keep you to save energy because you will use that energy first
Correct.
before you use the energy from them, and then that way you will use less energy. Right.
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 And it's just kind of we just look really at what you're paying now to what you would pay with all the there's EV charging now, which is
Mhm.
huge. Part of the reason I was a little bit late was because I had to get a bank loan to fill up my tank on the
Wow.
way up here because of gas prices and stuff. So
Right.
just joking about that. EV didn't come on. But yeah, with that, that's gonna be huge. So we're getting certified and kind of working with other partners to look for land and good
Mhm.
opportunities to create EV
Right.
charging stations.
Yeah, man.
We're also doing solar canopies and other
Right.
things that shade structures that you can
Yeah.
wrap it up. So I can build. I mean, out here you need shade, right? So I
Definitely.
could build a carport or shade over a pool or something like that with solar on it. And
Mhm.
so trying to utilize some of my added benefits. We're much more than just a solar company.
Yeah.
We do other constructions wrapped up into it to try to help kind of push the agenda and
Yeah.
make it more feasible. And sometimes people see more value in that,
Right.
where you can add on a structure or something like that, or a battery backup or EV charging station
Mhm.
as well. So it's really pretty awesome. Super Bowl we saw like 4 or 5 electric vehicle
Wow.
like commercials. I know consumer demand really regulates everything. If
Definitely.
everyone wanted it, then everyone would have to appease. So it's
Mhm.
kind of tough in every industry, race to bottom line. So the government mandates help level that playing field, but
Definitely.
consumer demands going up. I think they start to understand that fossil fuels and depending on that
It's
multiple
come
100-year old,
it's ridiculous.
industry is tough. And
And it's people, man, I see people online still fighting for fossil fuels while they're crying about gas prices. Like, I mean, I don't understand the logic. It's no logic there.
I
Like,
think,
if you don't want gas, let's look at alternatives.
yeah.
If we're getting raped here, let's leave
Right.
and look at alternatives. I don't get it, bro.
I think it got wrapped up, and again, I try to stay, non. I have friends on all sides. You
Definitely,
and I both,
definitely, definitely.
and we like to engage. And I think we can appreciate all sides of
Mhm.
a debate or topic.
Definitely.
It got wrapped up into, for some reason, political
Yeah,
agenda,
because Al Gore
and
and the people who pushed it were left.
and it's more aligned with the Democratic, I would
Mhm.
say,
Right.
agenda,
Definitely.
and there's nothing is 100% true, but at least I think pushing towards that. I don't know if the last few years,
Mhm.
if you knew I was building wireless facility towers,
Wow,
going to
really?
different states for mainly oil fields, different
Wow.
oil codes. So like I got exposed to that. That was a few years ago. It's a great company, great experience. I never personally saw Midland, Texas,
Right.
and literally I would go to places like in Jow, Pecos, or my cell phone wouldn't work. So I'd zoom out on Google Earth and I'll locate myself by salt deposit area fields because they're irregular shape.
Right.
So basically I would use like dried up white salt deposit fields or whatever to
Yeah.
locate myself in the middle of nowhere
Wow.
because it's everywhere. You just see little drill heads going up and down to where that's all you see everywhere. There's like little kind of antennas everywhere where there's people just making sure those drills don't blow up.
Right.
And it was an interesting
I bet, man.
exposure, and that's part of the reason I went back into solar. I took a couple years out and
Yeah,
went to a
because
different utility, and
they're raping their
Right.
environment, man.
it was crazy. You just see black pipes like
Right.
everywhere and salt deposits everywhere and
Man,
little just mechanical arms going up and down. And I was just like, man, that seems pretty dated.
yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? Like,
And it's
we're not
I
sending
don't
spaceships with oil rigs on them. You know, we're
and
sending
it's
them
gonna run
with
out, man.
panels. You know, so
It's gonna run out.
yeah,
There's only so many fossil fuels that can be there. It's
yeah,
going to run out. There's no question. So I
They're
mean,
non-renewable energy. It's
right,
non-renewable energy.
non-renewable.
yeah.
So we can
And
dig all we want to. It's gonna come to a point where it's not there anymore, and we're gonna be like, oh, what do we do now? And that's the question, man. Is I don't understand why people want to stay this way. It's the 21st fucking century, man.
yeah,
Let's do it, man. Man, I love that companies like you are leading the way. Your guys'
appreciate it.
company, and I love what you guys are doing, man. And I definitely wanted to ask you what parts of your company do you think is the most important to the future
It's a great question.
solar or changing the perspective of people?
It's a great question. I think integrating how just we use energy in all the different ways of our life, linking it together and
Mhm.
having it be a more of a cyclical cycle of
Definitely.
solar to electric cars to battery storage to like right now, all my lawn equipment is electric, you know, so I plug in my batteries
There you
and
go.
it's nice. It's I don't have to sit there and pull the thing. I push
Right.
a button and we're good to go. So
Mhm.
like I think just utilizing that in every aspect of our life because we are using energy, you know, all the time
All
unless
the
you're
time.
carrying candles and like kerosene, you
That's
know,
real.
you're gonna have to flip a switch on to see.
That's real, man.
And you know, so I think like anything, just creating the source more direct and spreading it. It's smart, to be
Mhm.
honest. That's why solar is growing so much because all sides like it because it's predictable. I
Definitely.
mean, if the sun doesn't come out, we got bigger problems.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
real.
Right now with Ukraine and Russia, it's a horrible situation,
Right.
and that's what unfortunately here, you know, lavish kind of we're worried about this while
Definitely.
they're worried about surviving,
Right.
and
But
that's like you know, but that's how it trickles down to
definitely.
somewhere across the world.
Right. And
You know?
that's how it's affecting us
Yeah,
because they soon as they invaded, the price skyrocketed. I mean, because these people over here have a clutch oil on these resources.
it's all stock
You know what I
related to
mean?
just
So,
the market.
hey, Russia is a big dealer in this. They're really cool with all the Middle Eastern countries, and they're a big dealer. They're cooler with them than we are.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So when the prices immediately went up, so we have to realize, man, to for us to be more self-efficient as a country,
yeah,
we have to start building the infrastructure to be more based on the resources of the sun and everything that's natural resources in this country, the wind and everything like this. Do you guys deal with any wind or anything like that?
in Illinois, we do not just because it's just a different kind of magnitude and scope.
Okay.
In Arizona, Prescott, a couple of areas do
Mhm.
have the wind. You need a certain amount of wind velocity.
Oh, okay.
So Arizona's been doesn't really have it.
They don't have
California,
it.
yeah, you know they're pretty saturated already with those.
Okay.
Illinois, when we're up there, it's pretty cool because it's the wind and the sun guys,
Right.
you know, and you'll see them at a lot of places, even locally too, in certain areas
Mhm.
where, you know, what you're saying is absolutely true. There's like a 250,000 employees now or more in solar. There's more than 10,000 companies.
Mhm.
They generate, you know, billions and billions of dollars. So it doesn't have to be like because one suffers, one gains. You know, they can
Right.
transition,
Right.
figure ways
Definitely.
out. I mean, I think the fossil fuel people should be leading the way
Man,
towards it. Like, hey, get
they
ahead
should
of
be
the curve,
investing it
not
in
dig
it,
your
right.
heels into it.
Definitely.
And kind of what you were saying, what I think is going to help us uh, move forward is looking for ways to integrate it, niche areas, not being stuck in you know one way, just being
Mhm.
adaptable,
That's
willing
real.
to provide what people want, you
That's
know,
real.
and just be flexible. And you know our background, and we've had to work hard to
Definitely.
go against the grain and
Mhm.
to be successful. And there's just hard work and dedication,
That's
you
real.
know, and it gets you there. So it's we just try to take what we hear from clients and the people
Yeah.
and integrate into our business model.
That's real. And I think that as time goes on, people will open their mind more and more to alternative energies. And I think that people are just a little closed minded because of the politics behind it. We see people driving around with bigger mufflers just to have more black shit coming out their cars, just to be against the leftists and put it to the lefties. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's ridiculous, man. I hope the politics fall out of this, and we can see that energy consumption and what we do and how we consume energy is very important, and where we get our energy from and who controls our energy is very important. Right now, we've waged wars for oil. We wage wars for these things because we don't need these people, man. Let's build our own infrastructure here and get it going, bro. And like I said again, I'm happy you guys are leading the way. We got a few more questions coming with you, bro. We're gonna go to a quick commercial real fast, and we'll be right back here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Aisha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back. We're here with Chris Curiel of Echo Management Systems, right?
Yep.
And they are a solar company here in Phoenix, Arizona. Are you guys based in Chandler or Phoenix?
Mesa.
Mesa.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Mesa.
school and baseline.
All right.
So,
sure.
right.
And where exactly is your location, sure?
It's Alma School and Baseline by the Desert Federal.
Okay.
So yeah, we're a nice little office. Builds our corporate headquarters. We're outgrowing it pretty quickly. Been pretty blessed, like we were saying. We have some satellite offices, but they're more distribution, warehouses, places where people can meet up, print
dope.
copies and stuff. But
I'm so happy for you guys, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I really am, man.
It's been it's a learning curve, and
Right.
a lot of trial and error, like everything. But we've been refining it, and really just push for good craftsmanship, put
Right.
people in a good spot.
And on a personal note, I know where you guys come from, and I know what you guys been through as a family. You know what I mean? And I know the struggles you guys have been through.
Yeah.
Just for me knowing you from the outside looking in, I know you guys have a great base, and you guys are always a close knit family. And I really, really, really like this is happening to you guys, and you guys are doing good, man, because I think you deserve it, man. You always worked hard, hustled to get what you wanted out here. And I'm happy. I'm hoping nothing but good things for the future of Echo Management. Anything that we can do to help you out, man, let us know, bro. And we'll make sure we make it happen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We'll definitely be a lot more in contact
for sure,
regardless, on business and not just because I miss you, brother, and it's been good to see you, man.
For sure, man. Yeah, and I want to check your little dude out.
Yeah, I know. We both got a little family, and that's a big part of what you were saying too, man. We got to take care, of the future. People are too short-minded, and
we got to think about the kids.
Yeah, what you're doing, creating a voice, from people like us, and for both sides to learn from,
definitely
appreciate, and then on our side, hopefully just putting people in a better economic situation and help the environment at the same time.
That's real, man. It has double meaning, and it all has a outcome for a better future for everyone, and that's what it's all about. So, what are some of the products that you guys do provide?
So, our main, bread and butter is solar panel installation.
Okay.
Yeah. That comes with inverters that just transfers the energy from direct to alternative current. As you were saying, you are part of the grid no matter what. People always want to be off grid, but if you're in Arizona, you live in certain areas, you're just kind of stuck with their territorial rights. It makes sense. They pay a lot of money for the infrastructure, so they got to get some gains back over time with their contracts and all that. But with solar panel inverters, battery, as we were talking about a little bit, we're getting better and better the technology. So
more and more efficient with
yeah,
the
we're
batteries.
excited and the cost will go down, and so that'll just help the barrier of entry.
Right.
So batteries is good. We do monitoring systems. We also provide maintenance and services to our equipment. We do electric. That was our original kind of trade. Well, it's first general contracting, then electrical, and then solar. So we've kind of been more niching as competition has kind of been coming up. But we also do electrical services and main panel upgrades and things of that to support the panels.
Man,
Yeah.
hey, that is a lot. And hey, man, and like I said, I congratulate you guys. And who's the engineer, man?
So we have some internal ones, but we have a handful of outside kind of people that do specifically that. So solar's their bread and
they're
butter,
electrical engineers, because I mean, you have to know all these power structures.
They do all the calculations and all that, and you have to have your license and your be insured and bonded. So we follow everything to the T. You got to. It's one of the more regulated industries. It's energy, so you got to be safe.
And I know the calculations. If you didn't know, that's what I went to school for, to be an electrical engineer.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So I know.
Yeah.
Hey, boy.
I do. That's why I go out and I smile and I help sell and business development. To be honest, I use those marketing skills.
I'm closing deals.
They're figuring it out, So,
dude, the math on that shit, I don't miss it, bro. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So we're blessed, brother. My brother Isaac is the original founder of it, and he basically branched off from doing solar fulfillment, and that's how Eco started. Was purely fulfillment, or other dealer groups, because in solar there's some companies that aren't like what they call full EPC.
Right.
That's energy procurement and construction.
Okay.
So we try to control it full house. Like we create the numbers that are presented,
and then you can construct it. You do everything.
Yeah. So we can just make sure that the customers aren't getting sold something that doesn't pan out. To be honest, there is some bad apples in the game.
Right.
There's some reality, some customers not getting the best deals and scenarios. So we try to cap it, to make sure that they do see economic benefit.
Definitely.
So that's different about us. We might not win all the deals, but we're not trying to. We just want to do good, solid work that we know we could put people in the save point and where they can save. And for us, hopefully push one deal to 3 with referrals and happy customers. So that's kind of our mantra,
Definitely, man. And I love it, bro. And you guys are doing a good job. I love to see everything that you're doing. And my last question before we go over to Habari News Weekly, I want to ask, what do you see as the future for echo management systems?
Hopefully we'll continue to build into more territories, into more states. Really, we do that in an incremental aggregate level. So we're not trying to be super saturated in one market, just try to keep it where we're almost not necessarily boutique but personal, where we can make sure our handful of teams in each region are doing well and that we can maintain our quality. But really, EV charging stations is going to be huge.
Yeah, man.
Battery as well.
Yeah,
everything you're talking about is right on cue. So hopefully we'll just keep getting more and more involved in that. We're getting some commercial projects.
Wow.
Yeah. So now we're doing our some commercial. If anyone's watching, give us a shot. Municipal too would be awesome.
Definitely.
But yeah, we're with everything. And when I went to school sustainability, the dean there, one of my favorite professors, he basically told us that the true meaning of sustainability is economic feasibility.
Definitely.
And it's true, because if you want to save the earth, right, but you got to make it pencil out, or you got to figure out the right cooperation, private and public partnerships to make anything work out. And so sometimes, some of the best minds aren't focused on figuring that part out. So we want to figure out financing, capital projects, kind of bridge loans to allow a lot of these ideas to come to fruition, man. Because some great, really awesome minded people that have some great plans for using energy more integrated into building and into infrastructure. It takes people to take a risk. It takes the consumers to demand it, to appreciate it. I mean, if it's like, hey, start your car on that uses gas in your garage and let it run and sit in there, and then start an electrical one, and wait a few hours and see,
Right.
how that admission makes you
Definitely.
feel.
You're dead.
Yeah, and that's just like not even like multiple
Right.
years. Like that's just a little
Hey.
experiment you could try, and that should kind of tell you all you need to know.
Do you have an electric car yet?
Yeah, no, I do not.
Yeah, that's my mission. That's my mission, though, man.
Yeah,
that's the mission.
I'm getting one next.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, to be honest, same thing. It had to make economic sense.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to become more economic feasible. Other people are jumping into the game.
It's $5 a gallon. It's definitely a big decision maker too.
Yeah. Somebody said the other day, somebody offered to pay my friend $15 for gas. It was like, what am I finna do with $15 for gas? That's like having 50 cents worth of gas. I'm finna that's finna get me and you up the street and back.
It's funny because Y2K happened when I think I was going to my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember me and my homies were all packed up in my boy T's Corolla. And like, we're all waiting in line and everyone's all worried about the numbers turning back to 00. And like you said, like every event, then people creating bunkers and all that. Like, wouldn't it be nice not to worry about that? Like, hey, if the sun don't come out, we're all
still have,
so
we
like,
still have ways to get power. Yeah. And I can't wait till we're more efficient as a country as a whole. Do you think we're gonna have? I was thinking about this the other day. Do you think the gas station is going to be just gone away, or do you think they'll be replaced with the charging stations?
I think it will be essentially replaced instead of the charging does need to get faster to have that convenience factor of it. So that is an interesting question. I guess I don't know. They would have to get the charging to be kind
really
of a lot fast.
Because right now it takes they don't have enough charging to go, and I think it would take a half an hour to get half a tank, something like that.
Yeah, and you're going to be spending
minutes
at least multiple minutes, multiple hours.
If it did take that long, only you would have to change your gas stations into a more of a lounge,
like a restaurant,
more of a lounge area, more of a chilling area instead of such of a quick area.
Yeah,
you would have more seats, more bigger seats, more side seats. You know what I mean? People chill because you may be here for 15, 20, 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get acupuncture,
right. Yeah, for real. The gas station would turn into a better experience. In fact, it's just a more chill experience. But
would the prices go up if it's more? Does it take more time? Like if it takes more time, would the prices go up?
Fuck yeah, the price is gonna go up. I already know these motherfuckers cost $2 for a motherfucking pack of 25% gum. You know what I mean? Like they gas stations right, man, for no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I just went to the gas station earlier. I got like the 35 pack of water bottles.
Yeah, don't buy shit there, man.
You're paying for convenience.
And like
exactly.
getting like a single water bottle would have been like $10 itself.
You could buy a whole pack of water bottles for that shit.
Right.
They be raping in there. But definitely, man. I appreciate you, Chris, and stick around here. We're gonna go into Habari Weekly. You want to take a quick commercial and come back to it?
Sounds good. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. This is awesome.
That's all good. All right. We're back. You ready for Habari Live, Mom?
I definitely am. What you got?
All right. This week, Habari Live, another week. We got the gas prices kicking our ass, still going up. The markets are grappling with determining supply shortages from Russia. The Brent benchmark in wide trading range this week has went up, I guess. The OPEC nations stick to alliance with Russia. Oil prices went up, and the oil prices went in and out of positive territory this week. Friday, we're headed for the biggest weekly decline since November's trading look towards ways in which disruption of Russia oil supply could be remediated in a tight market. Oil prices soared after Russia invaded Ukraine and hit their highest level since 2008, but have pulled back a bit this week on hopes that some producing countries may act to increase supply. So they may increase the supply to give us some type of relief on the gas prices. I mean, I know that they like I said, the countries they know, man, if they keep these prices high on America, we're innovative. We're gonna come with something different, dude. Tesla is already they're doing well when it comes to the market and when it comes to selling cars. They're doing really well, bro.
Yeah.
So people are already looking for alternatives. And if you look at Chevy, Ford, Toyota, Honda, all of their fleets, they're moving them towards all electric.
Yeah.
They say they want to be electric by 2030, all electric by 2030 with all their cars. So there's going to be some affordability. There's going to be some more affordable cars that people are going to be able to get, and you're going to have more options. And because right now the options are kind of tough with Tesla being such an expensive car. People want to be able to get a car for at least in the 20 to 30,000 range that they can afford. And once that happens, we'll have more options.
Definitely. I don't know if you noticed during Super Bowl,
Hmm.
with all the
Yeah,
commercials that were going on,
all the cars were electric.
every single commercial for
Everyone,
cars
Kia, everybody.
was electric. There was not
Definitely.
a single gas
No,
car commercial.
it's over,
That's
man.
great. It should tell you right there. Right?
Yeah,
That's the most expensive spot.
Right.
it's
It's the most expensive spot
It's
for
the one they pushing,
advertising.
Yeah.
no one is pushing gas cars anymore, man. They know and the main thing is California has pushed the envelope because with their laws that they've implemented, they pretty much made the car companies have to come up with better efficiency for gas. Now with the laws that they have, the efficiency is so high that the cars that what California is asking for to get the gas efficiency is so high that cars they're just like we're not going to be able to meet that.
Yeah.
Right.
So the best thing to do is just to go electric. California sells more cars than most states put together. You know
It's
what I mean?
also
So
gonna hurt
they're going to drive the market.
it's, once gas cars are completely like not the majority of the cars on the road
Right, right.
anymore, it's going to affect emissions with the DMV because they get you every 2 years. You have
Well,
to take
now
your
you
car
don't even
in.
have them. Now cars
It's like
what was it?
2017. If your
Yeah,
cars are 2017
you
and
don't even have
older,
emissions tests anymore
right?
because they pushed it so high that it's gone. You know what I mean? This is how great they have the cars are for now for emissions, but still, regardless, we need to get these cars off the streets.
Right.
I mean, emission. The I we all know that the number one the worst users of gas are the jets and the rich, the one percenters. They use a
The
lot
jets
more
and the
than us,
airplanes.
definitely the airplanes. So those things have to change too. We know that cars is a lot, and it's only going to be a minuscule amount. There are all those sorts of things that we have to do to change. We have to eat less meat. You know what I mean? Those things. It's all type things that has to happen because the CO2 gas from the cows and all the different the meat forms we have from all these cow farms and all that doesn't help. So you know what I mean? Us going through this should be an awakening, and we should wake up and start switching some things up. But hey, this is America. We don't like
we're
change. Man.
reactive, not proactive.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And
like you're saying, if the outsource isn't cheap, then we're going to start insourcing.
mhm.
And unfortunately, that's what creates the mother motivation.
Yep,
like, oh
that's
wait,
real.
We're getting gouged now. We gotta
Do something else.
But yeah, I mean, what you guys are saying is absolutely right on point, man. It's it's the consumers are gonna demand it.
Mhm.
Government has to kind of level it, but between the two, because it's always a race to bottom line. That's the hardest thing with business, even in solar. We're competing with people that are, I don't know how sometimes they can provide some of those options, but then you find out later, like customers are happy or whatever, they got a crappy product, this and that. So, it's always kind of a gimmicky sales tactics to try to race to the bottom line. And I think consumers are starting to get more with platforms like this, and other ones are starting to get more educated.
Yeah.
I think they're starting to not always trust what they hear, and they want to kind of investigate on their own. And so, it just kind of makes sense when you really look at just math numbers, which is universal, like should be unbiased, right?
Definitely.
Science
You would think so.
Like, collaborated with math, but now it's become politicized too.
Yeah.
So,
how does math and science become politicized? But hey, bro, hey, man, we in a crazy world nowadays, man.
Yeah.
But let's go into another story. I wanted to go into this. Alabama becomes the 22nd state to allow people to carry concealed guns without a permit. People in
Did you just
Alabama.
say the 22nd state?
Yeah, man. We're going crazy, man.
So 22 states out of
Yeah.
the 50 allow
77.
non-concealed carry guns.
Yeah, allow people to carry concealed guns without a permit. Now that's the new thing. Is they want to have concealed weapons, bro. But you know the thing that kills me, and I always think about it, is like you want to have concealed weapons, but you also understand that your enemy has concealed weapons too. Like,
Right.
now you're both concealed weapons.
It's just gonna be
It's
a battle of the Wild Wild West. Like, who
man,
gonna draw first?
Wild
Yeah,
Wild
I mean,
South.
the permit makes sense, right? Like, or at least it's like
um
some type of
training.
education, or
There
like
you. That's all.
because
That's all
like
I'll be asking
I
for. Some education.
yeah, even when I got mine,
Something.
I have a gun, but I went to get trained to use it. And I used to shoot and stuff when I was younger, but
Right.
it'd been a lot of years.
Yeah.
I was just
But
like,
you're not a gun carrier everywhere you go, though.
nah, I have it locked up in a finger like safe
There you
lock.
go.
Got the most
Right.
safe one, and I literally got it just when I was gonna have my kid because I live
Yeah.
right on Seventh Ave.
Right.
So so it's not bad, but there's also a lot of like I hear people crazy yelling and this and
Mhm.
that. Some stuff happens, so you just gotta again each to each their own on
Yeah,
what they
man.
believe in that. But I think, man, like they make you do more hula hoops to do a lot of
Man,
other things than
you don't
to have a
have.
gun.
I mean, people in Alabama would not be required to obtain a permit or undergo a background check to carry a concealed weapon beginning next year. Um, the Governor Kay Ivey, should be a picture of her there. Legislation into law that removes the requirement for a concealed carry permit, making Alabama the 22nd state. Unlike states who are doing everything in their power to make it harder for law-abiding citizens, Alabama is reaffirming our commitment to defending our Second Amendment rights, Ivey said in a statement. I've always stood up for the rights of law-abiding gun owners, and I'm proud to do that again today. The law, which goes into effect January 1st, essentially allows people to have a gun in their jacket, purse, or car without having a permit. The state does not currently require a permit to openly carry a weapon nor background checks for gun purchases. Wow. The legislation was opposed by Alabama Sheriff Association. Now that's the
The
crazy.
Sheriff's Association opposed it.
Yes. The police around the country are begging people to stop doing this with these fucking laws. We getting smoked out here. No. They say the thin
That'd be
blue
good.
line, they love blue, they love the police, but the police are begging them. Please, man, we outgunned. These motherfuckers got AKs. Then they get shot up. All prayers.
Yeah.
But dude,
Thoughts and prayers.
dog,
You'll
the
be fine with a
police,
bulletproof vest
the
on.
police they're begging to not have all these guns on the streets, man. But the Republicans, this is the way they scared us. What are they scared of? Who knows what the fuck they scared? They scared of something. I don't get it, bro. I never will. But anyway, just gonna go on to the Texas story. A judge issues a temporary injunction barring Texas from investigation pediatric gender affirming care as child abuse. This story is crazy, man. A judge in Texas blocked the state from enforcing Governor Greg Abbott's order to investigate gender affirming care of minors as child abuse. The court finds sufficient cause to enter a temporary injunction. Judge Amy Clark Meacham in Travis County said Friday evening. The judge said Abbott's order was beyond the scope of his authority and unconstitutional, and said the parents of a transgender child and a psychologist who filed suit against the governor were likely to succeed at trial, which is set for July. So in late February, Abbott, Texas Attorney General Ken Payton declared gender affirming surgery procedures in children and prescribed drugs that affect puberty to be considered child abuse. In response to Paxton's legal opinion, the governor directed Department of Family of Protective Services to conduct a prompt investigation. And I guess the state actions have been widely criticized as an attack on transgender children. Man, bro. I,
I just don't know why. Like some of these topics are still even like
dude,
coming up or
I
that big
don't
a
know,
deal.
boy.
Like to
I
be
don't know,
honest, like
man. If
Let these people
be
be
it's
who
who
they
they want.
are.
Yeah, like
man,
Just let them be who they are.
people get so mad about having to wear a mask, but they want to control like, everybody else.
right?
It's like
You want to control this?
come
If
You
on,
want
man.
to
this
control gay, lesbian, bisexual. You want to control
Like, you
LGBTQIA.
really care
man,
what people do that much?
And then you want to control abortion. So you want to control women's bodies.
man, dude.
But
I feel like
oh no, don't touch my guns. Don't touch my
Yeah.
guns.
I'm just surprised certain
man.
topics still haven't come.
Yeah, I can't believe it, man.
I forgot where I heard this from, but like
This is crazy.
messing with people's like rights, like gay rights and everything, is like messing with like it's like driving past a person and seeing that tires are low on air and like stopping them and like, hey, that's not your business.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's none of your business.
exactly. Let these people do
I,
what they want. It's their lives. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
get it, man. They're talking about his child abuse. And I understand that people are like, hey, it's too young for these kids to make a decision on what gender they're going to go to if they already are gender. I understand people being concerned on these situations because we don't know exactly what's going on in their home and we don't know exactly what their situation is. We're looking from the outside and we're trying to make judgments which we shouldn't even be judging in. And then in situations where we don't know, there are people who are born with both genders. I know science is a fight nowadays, and people don't want to hear these things. But there are hermaphrodites. There are all type people who are born with both genders. They have to make a decision on which way they want to go sometimes.
Yeah.
So you can argue and fight, but unfortunately, God doesn't make things perfectly the way it's supposed to be. This is not the way life is. People are born different. What can you do? You want to kill them all? I don't understand. Like it doesn't make sense that we fight about this stupid shit, man. If this is what this family is going through, let these people, and it's a private situation.
Right.
Nobody wants to be talking about these things, man. What they're fighting about nowadays is just disgusting, man. And I feel sorry for these kids that's going through this shit. Especially now we got the Florida in their quest to become the party of parental rights. Republicans in Florida and other states are attempting to muzzle discussion of gay and civil rights in school. They don't want to talk about black people, history, and they don't want to talk about gays.
They want to talk about all white people history.
That's all they want to talk about.
I mean,
The shit is just getting out of hand, man. They are really trying to push these laws. Don't say gay is the law. You should have a picture up of it there. The people, they, I think it's DeSantos from Florida.
Ron
Yeah,
DeSantos.
his bill that is awaiting the signature of Florida Republican, Ron DeSantos, Santis, whatever it is, titled "Parent Rights in Education," has been dubbed by critics the "Don't Say Gay" bill because it seeks to ban discussions of gender and sexuality issues with young students. Where the where the fuck did dog who the, Jimmy? You've been in school the last 16 years.
my lord.
Has a fucking teacher ever came to you and talked to you about somebody being transgender before? Has a teacher ever asked you about your sexuality or are you gay or brought up gayness in school?
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I think I've been caught looking at girls' booties in school. So I don't think they question me.
I'm just saying that
They be seeing me
this
flirt.
is not a discussion. This is not a discussion.
But there is
I
some.
don't get it.
I don't know. I'm gonna call.
Dude, there's not
They're-
a gay.
they're-
Was
they're-
there a book that you learned that had anything about gayness in it? Thank you. I'm trying to figure out what book had gay. What are they talking about, bro?
Wait, yeah, no.
What book? Dude. As you get older and you go into college, you read about relationships and things like that. This is in college, man. When you should be old enough to understand these things by then. But in junior high and high school, they don't give you notes. I wish they would stop it, man.
There is somebody in my class. I don't know what that person's pronouns are, because I don't want to offend nobody on the podcast. I don't want to be trending on Twitter, talk about, you know what I'm saying, cancel Jimmy. But all of that, but I don't want to say I try to avoid this person because I don't know what to call them. But like, there's, you know what I'm saying, you see people in the schools nowadays. It'll be dudes, you know what I'm saying, and makeup and all of that. I don't care.
Right.
I do
But
not
ain't
care.
nothing you can do about that.
Exactly.
I mean,
But
people are
at
gonna
the
be
same,
people. But
at the same time, like I said, I don't care.
teachers don't push it down your throat. Is my thing.
Exactly.
But go to a quick commercial. We'll be right back. Just run one.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Aisha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thanks for watching Habari Live. We're gonna go into the DeSantis video, him speaking on Disney and what he thinks about Disney, calling them communists. If we can play that really fast.
And I also think that if you have companies like a Disney that are going to say and criticize parents' rights, they're going to criticize the fact that we don't want transgenderism in kindergarten and first grade classrooms, if that's the hill that they're going to die on, then how do they possibly explain lining their pockets with their relationship from the Communist Party of China? Because that's what they do.
Where did China go?
Tomatoes.
Dude, he's so annoying. Man, who the fuck talks about transgender in first grade and kindergarten? Where? 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 What is he talking about?
The only Disney stuff that has transgender in it.
No, man, he's talking about in the classrooms. He's saying the classroom.
But he did mention Disney.
But he
Disney
was talking
did
about
go in and
Disney's
they
relationship with China.
censored all of their relationships on their
Gay
Pixar shit.
relationship.
Right.
Well, I think Pixar did something when they had something with somebody who was gay.
Yeah,
And
I think it was
But it,
might have been Turning Red.
that has nothing to do with this. Disney, the dude who owns Disney, the CEO, came out and said he was against.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he's Marvel. That's
Yeah.
Marvel.
He said that he was against this bill. So this guy had to play against this. Now, all the students in Florida, they have been going against this, and I think that most of them filed out of school. March.
Did a walk out.
So, yeah, let's show the video of them walking out against this. Hey, I'm a catch, guys.
Censor people from like being a parent or like having to have hard conversations.
No,
Like,
what are they doing?
back in the day, we just used to be like, hey, we see this, that, like, okay, we I don't know.
Yeah, they don't want people talking about it.
That never does anything.
Right.
Right.
That's why all these have to be Republican who be so anti-gay. It comes out later.
Well, the rallies is if you don't have exposure, you can never have sympathy there.
Yep.
So I've had like I said, we've had my community from
Mm-hmm.
another criminal locked up. This is maybe just the fact. There's a lot of things that Curiel and others like.
Like,
How about you and others?
okay. No one's close to me and my family, my Lord. I have
all sympathy for their situation because I couldn't imagine, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
People act like they chose an easier route, or so that's a harder
man,
route.
the prejudice they go through, right?
Yeah,
I mean, to
And then
be
especially to
ostracized
be someone of color
and gay,
and gay
right?
or transgender
Right.
or any of the
Any of
above.
any of it, man. So it's community. But I want to go on to that's the my Lord. Watch too much Dave Chappelle, man. He was sentenced to 150 days in jail for lying to police and the hate crime. But just go to the video. I him talking about it is not serious.
I am not suicidal. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
I am not suicidal.
Okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
Okay. Mr. Uche.
It's only 5 months in jail. I know 5
Oh, man.
It's just 5 months.
Nah.
Not like you're gone for years.
Yes, I can.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
that's his best role.
He tried to make that shit clear. You don't give a fuck, bro.
Your
Right.
Honor, I am not suicidal.
I don't know what you're trying to do with yourself.
Yeah,
I guess he's trying to say that if he died while he in jail in those 5 months, he's trying to make it known that he didn't do it.
You did do this. You set this stupid shit up.
Like you were saying earlier,
arena,
man.
like Uncle was saying earlier. I do, Dave Chappelle, and he said it best. He was like, if you're illogical, you know this dude is clearly lying.
Right.
What racist dude walk around at night in Chicago and watches his show?
like 5 below 0 or something.
Right.
watches this show.
Watches a show with all Black people, a gay Black person at most in the show.
But they don't even know who you are, my dog.
Exactly.
They have no idea who Juicy Smollett is.
Juicy.
Hello, man. So I don't know what's going on. Hey, man.
Juicy Smollett.
He's got to stick to acting and not directing.
Man.
Your storytelling.
I can almost guarantee you that's gonna be on a Law and Order or it's gonna be on the Law and Order episode.
They're already like he's gonna get played by like Pharrell
Right.
or something.
It's gonna be on the SVU.
Dun, 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 dun,
Right.
dun.
Ice-T gonna throw him in the back like you should have thought better. So like one-liner.
Hey, Ice-T only have like one line.
Yeah.
Every time.
One-liner just
About dead. About dead back in the truck.
He don't remember much, you know what I mean? What you got for us, mama?
Well, this week, first off, I want to say rest in peace to the sister of Tony Braxton. Tracy Braxton passed away this week.
Rest in peace.
She privately underwent a year-long treatment series for esophageal cancer,
Damn.
which is cancer of the throat.
Right, yeah.
So I just wanted to say rest in peace to her first and foremost. She did die. She was age 50. She was 50. I'm not sure if everybody knows who she is or not. Jimmy didn't know who she was this
Neither did
morning.
Don't act like it's just me.
It's fine. We don't have to disrespect the lady.
Yeah, just
damn. Shit.
I ain't trying to be
But
disrespectful.
I
But
was
I
just
just
saying,
never, I
she,
just
you
never
know,
heard of
she's
her.
the
That's
sister of Tony
hey, rest
Braxton.
in
So
peace, and condolences to the family, man. They have
definitely,
yeah.
it's definitely going to be
Condolences.
tough for them because
Mhm.
she was kind of in on the when they did the reality series.
Oh yeah.
Tony Braxton. She was on there a little bit, but yeah. First and foremost, rest in peace to her.
Rest in peace.
Secondly, I wanted to go into let's just get the bullshit out the way.
Okay.
We just gonna get the Hollywood bullshit out the way.
Then you have a serious story though? No?
I do.
Let's do that one first.
All right, whatever. This week, in seriousness is first, we'll be talking about the homelessness in Arizona. Phoenix over the last year or so has seen a rise in homelessness by 35%.
Wow. That's
Wow,
huge.
holy shit, my dude.
35%. And we're going to just go ahead and break it down by areas a little bit here. Maricopa County Association of Governments released new numbers yesterday, which show the number of people without a home has climbed by 35% since
Holy
the year
shit.
2020.
It's crazy.
So in just 2 years, it's climbed 35%. More than 5,000 people are currently experiencing homelessness as of January 25th of
Wow.
this year. Phoenix has nearly 3,100 homeless people as of 2022, which is up 771, up from the 771 homeless people in 2014. Glendale has also seen a huge increase as well. Glendale had 406 homeless people in 2022 compared to just 39
Holy
in
shit.
2014.
That's crazy.
Holy shit. And the prices are steady increasing.
Steadily increasing.
Rent is
Okay.
going up. And
In
it's tough, man.
in Mesa, in 2014, there were only 55 homeless people. That number is now 451.
Oh my gosh.
It says the study that they did it noted that there wasn't a count for homeless people in 2021 due to the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
So they're saying that a few of the reasons why there's a rise in homelessness is
We
because
already know why.
of economic hardships, including job losses,
We know why.
rent prices,
Rent prices.
Rent prices are crazy right now.
cost of living,
All above.
all
Yeah,
the above.
right.
Right.
It's like
I
all the
mean,
things like just your
right.
daily
The
survival.
medium,
Yeah.
I know the medium price for a 1-bedroom rental in Scottsdale
Mhm.
at its current moment is $1,900.
Good Lord,
Kiss
19.
my
That's
ass.
that's my mortgage right now.
Man,
Yeah.
And that's
It's
just
insane,
for a
bro.
1-bedroom.
One
It's
bedroom.
insane, man.
So, yeah, I mean, it's sad when we're seeing it's sad to say, but Arizona is going to have the next Skid Row.
Yeah, we're gonna be like California, unfortunately, man.
Already,
And these motherfuckers always talking shit. California. We on our way.
they're all coming over here too.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
that's
prices
helping.
too hard, too
And
high
that's
there.
helping to raise the prices also.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. They're
It's-
coming out here dropping 50 above the price, no problem. So
Exactly.
it's like, I can't even buy it with my bank.
To
I gotta
them,
drop
it's cheap
50 grand.
still
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still pocketing 100 grand, 200
Exactly.
grand. Yeah.
compared to what they were paying out there. So
Right.
it's driving up our prices, and we're not used to that shit. You know what I mean? And people are falling out, man.
I think they say we had like 5 of the top 10 in the nation.
Yeah,
Like the
man.
highest, pretty much all the East Valley. And I think Phoenix was in there too. So it's crazy.
Definitely. And
Yeah,
then,
man.
Arizona has been ranked in the top 10 cities, or I think it was Phoenix has been ranked in the top 10 cities that has the worst drivers.
I can believe it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know,
man, every time I'm in the car with Uncle, I hear, what is you, what the
fuck is you doing, man?
Well, we got so many transplants.
happened this morning?
We
No
do,
one- no
right.
one's the local shit, you know, and where I'm at, I live on a suicide lane on 7th
Oh,
Ave.
God.
So I've literally have helped like 4 different times pull people outside of the car, like how little my
They need to get rid of that
door.
shit.
They need to get rid of that.
Get rid
Get rid of
of
the
it.
suicide lanes.
Please. I don't
yeah.
even use it, man, because it's just I mean, certain times that come on.
I have to
You
tell
have to
people like,
remember the times that it's.
You forget what time
and
it
they
is.
don't
You're
know
dead.
either. So
It
if you're
does.
actually in it using it right, someone might still hit you and stuff
Man.
like that.
Yeah,
So,
man. I don't use that motherfucker because it's scary, man.
yeah, and it's funny. We always talk about it, you know. And the road is one of those things like it's no clear hierarchy. We all think that's our lane and that's our spot. You know what I mean? So
definitely,
motherfuckers being road raging, you know, just for
no reason.
Yeah, be waiting on the light right next to each other.
Man,
you know?
I had a lady do some crazy shit to me the other day. I have two instances real quick. I'm gonna tell people. I had a dude. He's going 15 into 25. You know, dotted lines. I can go around him. So I decide I'm gonna go ahead and go around him. He's doing 15. I mean, no big deal.
That's why they have it. Right?
You know what I mean? Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around this dude. What does he do? Stomp on his gas.
Like you should have been doing that the first time.
Stomp on his gas, bro. I'm like, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, then the other day, a lady, we're both from the turn left. She's hitting her brake. You know what I mean? I go ahead and jump in front of her because there was another car in front of her. I need to squeeze in between them. So I put my hand up, you know what I mean? I got in front of her. She lost it.
She lost it.
She's throwing up middle fingers to me. You know what I mean? Middle finger, 2 middle fingers. I'm like, dog, okay. I put my hand up again. My bad.
I mean, what trips me out though is like, what do they like? Let's play this out to an extreme. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what type of reaction are you really trying to investigate? Like, initiate? Yeah, like,
right.
So that
going-
like, where's that end gonna let?
I do.
Right.
I go into the parking lot to go get some food, man. This bitch follows me all
Shut
around
the
the
hell
parking
up.
lot, flipping me off, bro.
Yeah.
I finally got out the car and was like, you know what? What?
Yeah, like
What the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah.
She got scared.
Yeah, of course.
It's gonna be
Nah,
like,
scared.
it's gonna be like, what is it called? Don't be a menace.
Right.
Do we have a
Right. I'm like, dog, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, dude, it is not that fucking serious, man. But we got issues,
like
man,
Grand
on the road.
Theft Auto out here. You got all right,
And
man.
dude,
Drag you out the car.
shootings out here on the road,
Oh, they
road rage
happen.
shootings,
Yeah,
they
we're
happen
among the
all
highest
the
in the nation.
time.
All the time.
Everybody got a fucking gun.
Driving, red light running, all
Right.
that, you know.
And that's why I'm like, I just laid the lady off because I don't even want to deal with people because I know everybody got a fucking gun.
Everyone got a gun.
You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's
so I'm like,
hot and
whatever.
bothered, you know.
And then she just followed me with the double. Man, dude.
It was funny. I was turning into work and I'm right next to the bank and there's always like people rushing in the bank because you know they're always pissed about their money, want to get the hell out or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's like a daily interaction where someone's like, you know, getting mad or whatever. And I had a guy, I just kind of like shook my head because I didn't even say that, I just went like that. And then like I go to park in my car and then all of a sudden a ramp pops up behind me. I'm like, you know, I'm like, bro, this ain't the day to push it, but like, I don't want to do anything with my work right in front of my office.
Right.
But like, you know,
Like,
I just like
whatever,
talked to him.
dog.
We had our words. We drove off. In my head, I was like, I mean, like, really, like, you can just run up on a stranger. You have no idea. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. I was
Like,
told a
come on.
story about my brother,
Man,
and you know how Tone was.
right.
And I guess Tone was. I think he was out here in some gates. He was leaving an apartment complex, and Martine was with him.
Mm.
And Martine was in the passenger side, and somebody hit Tone's car. Like some dude was walking by and hit Tone's car for some reason. I don't remember. Like nobody knew. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For no reason. So you know, Tone's like, hey, bro, don't hit my car. And dude's stupid enough to say, if you ain't gonna do nothing, don't say nothing.
Wow. Yeah, man.
Tone jumped out the car and like, hey, bro, don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Then he said something again, and Martine was like, hey, bro, just go back in the car. Da, 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 da. And he was like, hey, bro, you might just want to go away. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
this
Before-
guy
before it
right
go
here.
down.
This guy right here, not the guy to, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing
Stop
is that
investigate.
kills me the most is this. People make a mistake And instead of them being like,
My
accountable.
bad.
Exactly. Talk more smack.
they flip you off.
Like you did
I
something
cut
wrong.
you off and then they flip. Fuck you. You just cut me off.
They got those the balls hanging on the back of their truck and they're driving. You know?
Then they called.
people are
Then Martine said that they called Tone out his name. He was like, you know what? I'm just let him go. And Tone ran after him. Like dude started running, and Tone, you know,
Right,
Tone,
and then you're gonna run.
Right.
Tone fast too.
How you gonna run?
Bro,
Joe fast.
You were talking all
he
this
was
shit.
he was fast
Yeah,
too.
that's
How
funny.
He
you
was
gonna
like a
talk
little.
Right. How you gonna talk all that shit and then
then run?
run?
He was
They
a
call the
wide
cops
receiver,
when something happens.
receiver too, or something like that in football. Man, he was a fast.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy.
But anyway,
Anyway,
let's
right.
get back on track.
All right. Sorry about that.
A lot of personal stories on that one.
Right.
We're gonna also move on and discuss Lil Durk this week.
Lil Durk,
Hey,
piece of work.
he has a couple good songs. A couple.
Oh yeah.
Like he had. There's so
I'm
much
sorry,
drama going
but,
on right now.
Every time I see Lil Durk's name, I think of Lil Dick. Because that's what just comes
there's
to mind.
There's a rapper named Lil Dicky
Yeah,
out here.
I know Lil Dicky.
Lil Dick, he's a good rapper. Like
Yeah.
there's some stories
You're
he's
going
telling
too
in his
far.
raps.
You're going too far now.
Way
He's
too
a
far.
decent little rapper.
But anyway, Lil Durk has said that one of the primary reasons that he proposed to his fiancee India was that she ain't passed around.
Mm-hmm.
He said that it was like her body count. That's what really did it.
Right.
Eh,
I mean, it can't.
you're not gonna. It wasn't
It can't
how
be the only
she treated
thing.
you.
It can't be the only thing, but it's up there.
He said it's up there.
It's not the first thing that you think of when you think of.
No, definitely. But it's up there.
He proposed to her in front of like thousands of
I'm
people on
just
the
saying.
stage.
Is India? Is she like famous and all that too?
I don't
Kind
know.
of.
I don't
never
know.
heard of it.
But we do have a
I-
video of what exactly he said
Right.
on his interview this week. So let's go ahead and get that up there and
Hey,
get
man.
that.
Me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm petty as hell. Like, if you fucked a lot of niggas, all that, I ain't gonna wife it. That's me.
That's me too.
I
Yes, sir.
Hey, I wake up in the middle of the night, get mad over some shit 4 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
that's just
That's
me.
me too, nigga.
Yeah, but it's like, everything about it, like, being real, not cheating, she ain't been passed around, and it was like, her body count, that's what really did it.
Okay.
This why my
That's
my
nephew.
favorite youngin. No,
Yes,
you
sir.
see, that's why my fucking
Yeah.
favorite fucking youngin, man.
I mean, he definitely could have put some other things up there
Right.
higher on the list. He
Or-
said
or
the
named us
body count.
something else,
Right.
yeah.
At
Right,
least
maybe
3
you
times.
know she cooks dinner for me. She does
Yeah,
this
she's
or
a good wife. She's a good woman. She does a lot of things. She makes me feel like more of a man. You know,
right.
he could have threw some more bullshit in there. You know what I mean?
He said, "Hey, I'm petty."
He said I'm
petty.
petty. But I
He
mean, I
tried.
understand, man. Nobody wants a girl that's been with
That's-
everybody. I
exactly.
don't understand how.
But that can't be your main reason why you marry
I don't
her,
get
though.
it. How is dude fucking with Kim Kardashian? I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't be Pete Davidson.
No, no. You got 4 kids by this dude.
And
Y'all
she been
just-
married 3 times.
You just broke up with
divorced
him.
3 times. And the
Nah.
last divorce,
I'm gonna
the
give you
ink
about a
just
year.
dried.
Holler at me in about a year or so after y'all been broke up.
Stepdad Pete.
Like we would have to keep it on the low ski. I would if it's on
They
the
go
low,
on
it's
Instagram
cool.
and this.
Right,
I wouldn't want to make
That's
our
gonna boost him
relationship
up, though.
public
That's
at that
gonna
time.
put
She's
his
like, "Are you
career-
embarrassed by me?" Yes.
Skyrocket,
That's probably
maybe.
what he's thinking
Yeah.
about.
I mean,
But I mean, for me personally, though, I just couldn't do it just because. I mean, you got 4 kids by this dude. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna come in right behind. I mean, you just had
Literally
one.
right behind.
Right. Like, dude, a kid is like
2.
1, 2. Like, nah, man, I'm straight. I'm straight. But hey, whatever, dude.
he doesn't take me as someone who has like, too many
Does he have
like
a
long-standing
father?
morals or like
Does he have a fatherly
viewpoint,
gene in
you know?
him? Do you think you're gonna be able to take care of these kids, dog?
Right.
You around this girl with these kids? I don't know. I mean, you know how
You ready for
Hollywood-
stepdaddy role?
But you know how Hollywood is.
With Kim,
It's not the same as us because they kids off with the nanny and private school, so he probably don't have to deal with all that shit. But still, at the same time, I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to be with that shit. Deal with that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have stuck with Ariana. That
There you
that would go to maybe Lil
He
Durk.
almost got married with
Stay
her.
there right there, Lil.
Right.
He almost got married with her.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
that,
should- hey,
I
that's,
think
that was a good come
that's
up.
a better selection to me, man.
All right,
I was
so
surprised on that one.
I'm gonna take a poll. How long y'all think Pete and Kim gonna last?
Nah, not long.
3 more months.
Not a year at the most, 2.
Yeah, I say about a year.
Yeah,
It was like 3 more
he gonna
months.
dump her, man, for some little younger, little badder little chick to come along.
Shit's gonna get real, you know. Oh,
Yeah,
things like-
yeah, for sure.
At what Kim gonna look at herself and be like,
Man, I've been with everybody.
What the fuck she need to look? She a billionaire. She thinks she's perfect.
she the next J-Lo?
She's perfect. You got
J
another
Lo
source?
show did break up with what's his name, A-Rod.
They
and
keep
went
going,
right back.
man.
Yeah,
They-
that to me was crazy too. Like, how the hell you gonna be super fabulous life, you know, with A-Rod, and then you back to band
the next day.
Yeah,
How you, man? You
Yeah,
so left the football player for Batman. Baseball player for Batman. Like,
he took off his cape and then just threw his arm
I don't
around
know.
J-Lo real quick.
Hey, she's definitely been passed around too.
Man.
But hey,
Do
motherfuckers
the
are waiting
Batman
to
voice
scoop
for me.
her up. Waiting.
I mean,
Ben
I was,
Affleck
I was a
ready.
backup dancer for a little bit. That she gave me no play. I was just joking.
man, she tried to come on with me.
You got anything else?
Nah, that was all the stories we had for this week for Hollywood Hotness.
All right. Before we end it out today, I wanted to talk about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse Madness. I seen an article on the HabariEntertainment.com. Will the show become a victim to cameo culture?
The show is
I'm sorry, the movie.
Oh, I was like, no, I really thought it was gonna be a show. Like,
No,
I
no,
thought it
it's
was gonna be a
no,
show,
no,
too.
it's a movie. But do you think that it's going to be the cameos because they're going to do so many cameos and the cameos are so big and
It's probably just gonna be
Spider-Man? Do you think it's going to lose some of the luster
It's gonna be glimpses
of the cameos?
They changed the I think they changed the No Way Home Spider-Man Far From Home one
What you
because
talking
it was leaked the for the cameo.
Oh,
yeah. There was an alternate ending where like they
Oh,
you
okay.
see them go home and like you know what I'm
Oh.
saying.
Yeah, they
But yeah,
changed
man.
it because
Yeah.
it was leaked.
I mean, it probably will be pretty cameo heavy. You know,
I think
like,
I think Doctor Strange is going to be very
So-
cameo heavy. So that's what I'm saying. Do you
might
think
be a little cheesy.
because right
trying
because
to do the same
Spider-Man
one-liners out of every.
exactly did it? Do you think it is going to be a little cheesy because of that, or do you think it'll still
Spider,
be okay?
but the way Spider-Man did it was good though. The way
I thought so. I like Spider-Man.
the thing about Spider-Man was like how they introduced him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Find Peter Parker. Like they didn't. You know what I'm saying?
The first Doctor Strange surprised me. It's
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
No, it's
Yeah,
good.
I didn't watch
I
it.
think the second one is going to be pretty good too.
think
I
so?
think I think even though if they do have, it's going to be heavily cameoed.
Yeah.
So there's
It's going whatever they say in their cameo or do in the cameo
Mhm.
is going to be linked to the next movie,
Right.
to the
Right.
next part of.
that's all
their
Marvel
phase.
does.
And it kind of at least his powers blend into cameo because you know he could just have people
Right,
pop up in
popping
different
in, popping
timelines,
out,
and so
right,
it
right.
kind of goes in line where it's
Yeah.
not like he's trying to just squeeze it in. It's just
Definitely.
part of his, you know.
It's going to be huge, man.
multiverse and-
So we
Hey,
already.
I feel like okay. This is what I'm saying. The how do I say this? The amount of detail Marvel puts in there. You almost put the crickets in you.
Mhm.
See, the amount of detail that Marvel puts in what they do with these movies,
Right.
it's so just you know what I'm saying.
It's pretty amazing.
It's
like
little. It'd be like mental details too. Like
Yeah.
think about. You remember how like in Spider-Man
Mhm.
there was the Tobey Maguire one was like, yeah, my life is going good. You know what I'm saying? I got Mary Jane, all that stuff, right?
Right.
until he changed his hair and then he was bad
Then-
Spider-Man. And then he was Renegade, Tobey Maguire. You know, I was like, come on, dog.
You remember when,
I would never let them do that shit down.
you remember
Oh.
when Andrew Garfield was like saying his life was rough and all he was doing was Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, because he lost his old lady.
yeah. Then okay, now realize how when they were introduced, Tobey Maguire came in as Peter Parker and he wore all his Peter Parker stuff the whole
Right.
time. And Andrew Garfield was, you know what I'm saying, Spider-Man the whole time.
Ah.
He ain't have no Peter Parker stuff.
Well, probably because we didn't want to see his old ass as Spider-Man.
Right.
It was like
They
But,
seven.
We do have one more interesting thing to do today before we go.
Oh,
Talk
yeah,
about
we
the
supposed to do the
Suns.
game, but I'm real fast.
talk about our Suns?
in sports.
Oh,
We got the Nets.
boo.
The Nets beat up on the Sixers. Harden looked like trash. Kyrie and
1 for
Durant
10.
looked really good. The Suns lost last night to the Raptors.
Tough game.
Yeah, definitely tough game. We definitely need to get CP3 back ASAP. LeBron hits 50 again.
Yeah.
You got to give it to him, man. That's big, man. I still think that he need to get the team involved more, but you got to give it to him 250 points for his age, man. It's pretty
Did they
astronomical.
win?
Yeah, man. They pulled it out. He didn't want to lose to Washington because they traded all them players. They traded all those players to Washington. Yeah, so he didn't want to lose to them because he would have lost to them.
I mean,
people was gonna have something to say.
If he had day to day, I like Davis, but day to Davis, you know, you'd be doing because his day to day problem, is now consistent,
right? So yeah, I don't know, and I thought Westbrook had a decent game. You know what I'm saying? He missed some crazy layups, but I always think that he shouldn't get so much blame that he's getting anyway, man. This is LeBron's team, so he's supposed to lead them and take them to where they supposed to go.
He team cap.
Definitely. And also Sons Bismack Biyombo, he donated his whole the salary to build a hospital in the Congo. Hospital in the Congo. But we want to give a shout out to Bismack Biyombo. That's pretty huge, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could donate my motherfucking salary.
Right.
But I'm broke, man. I need that shit.
I kind of want to get in the camera and say something real quick.
In the camera?
Yeah.
No,
for the first time.
The people don't want to see you.
Yes, they do. Everybody wondering what this sexy pair of white voices. Wow, wow, wow. That would have fit more.
That too. You get it all, man.
But everybody who watching, because I'm gonna talk my smack on air too.
What?
Everybody pop out March 29th. Gonna see me hoop everybody. I'm dropping 60 that night. You know what I'm saying?
He's talking so much trash.
Well,
and he's playing
old people.
He's playing the teachers. It's gonna be a
teacher and faculty.
I'm playing the coach, all the the football, basketball
and
coaches.
He gonna come home and lose.
No, you want to bet?
That's why I told him I was gonna call him Jimmy Bricks every time he missed the ball.
That's
Every time he missed, I'm calling him Jimmy Bricks.
I got something for y'all.
You gonna be out there. Hey, we gonna be there, and every time you look bad for all this trash that you talking,
I'm gonna have it on video.
Mm-hmm.
Post it on everything.
We gonna post it everywhere.
I got a nickname and everything at school.
Anyway,
you better stop playing.
Go to the game real fast, man.
Listen. What's my name called? Jimmy Bucket. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Jimmy Bucket.
I'm
not. I think he live in.
Right.
I'm an issue out there. Stop playing with me.
Okay.
You think you're an issue?
He did give me. He was like, he gave me a little trash. He was like, man, you hit the game winning shot and you hit off backboard. So
hey,
he was like, if I was on the other team, I would have been mad.
You gotta call that though.
I didn't think I was gonna hit backboard.
Anyway,
game producer, please.
The game's on.
Okay. We are gonna go ahead and head into our final exam.
All right.
We're gonna give you 5 questions. If you get 3 out of 5 correct, we'll donate to your charity of choice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh dang.
Go to Jimmy's pocket. That's your favorite. That's your favorite.
You definitely need help.
Question 1. Blank is the most abundant energy source on Earth.
Hydrogen.
No, but you did say that with so much confidence. Though. I like
Well,
that.
it's the most abundant molecules. I figured it.
Right.
I thought he was going to get this one.
Solar power.
Wow.
Solar.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
solar.
that makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Solar.
Because I just talked about that.
I saw the first question. I'm like, oh, he's going to get this right.
Question 2. What percentage of electricity does the state of California get from solar power?
That's a tough one.
I think I have a guess. I don't know.
It's lower than what people probably would think. But California's the highest 20.
Almost.
Can I
14%.
Oh, 14. I was about to guess 27. I don't know why 27, but
you're wrong.
I look pretty bad. I told you I just smiled and helped.
Question 3. In 1839, blank discovered the photovoltaic effect, which is the ability to create an electric current from the sun's rays.
Holy shit.
Well, I'm gonna guess Tesla, but
Nikola?
Yeah, but there's probably somebody else like Nikola Tesla.
No, That would not be Tesla. Tesla was not around in 1839. The answer is Alexander Edmund Becquerel.
Well,
Becquerel.
Never heard of this dude.
These.
And that's the type of motherfuckers you don't learn about in school or anywhere else. But hey, you learn about it here on Habari Live.
I'm out for 3. I should have got the first one for sure.
Blank is energy that meets the needs of the present generations without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs and is also inexhaustible.
Renewable?
No.
What?
It is not renewable.
I thought that was right, man. What is it then?
That would be
We have the answer right here.
sustainable energy.
Whoa.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay. Well, what's the difference?
Sustainable.
Yeah.
I guess
because sustainable is
it's more
you can't get it's forever. Sustainable.
It's probably like more of a closed loop, I guess.
Yeah.
Renewable, you just recreate it.
So pretty much the sun.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Or wind.
Well, let's say solar for all these.
Right.
Was that it?
Last and final question.
Last one.
Last one. We hope you get at least one
hopefully
right.
my boss and the rest of the people are watching.
We're going to have to build a wall of shame for you.
The current federal tax incentives and all that.
All right.
Stuff.
Right.
These type of solar cells were created in 1954 by Bell Labs.
Solar cells?
These type of solar cells were created in 1954 by Bell Labs.
I would say I have no idea. Q cells.
At least he's honest.
Solar panel cells?
That would be silicone.
Silicone.
That makes sense.
That's what the cells are made out of?
Yeah, they're made out of silicone.
This was harder than the party planner one.
Yeah, this hard as fuck, G.
Well, that silicone and the solar, I could have got. I mean, I didn't know the exact number for California, and then or Bill Edmund. Bill Edmund 1854. I remember that locked in. Oh, I see. This is a better way to learn.
That is tough.
Sorry, guys, but hey, I can tell you had a lot simpler way. I had the same energy, Bill, right now.
Hey, most definitely. Hey, a lot of people fail, and that's how she does
the silicone and the solar.
Hey, I try.
Yeah, the solar, and it's funny because I literally open up saying that. Like, right. That's the most powerful abundant source in the universe. But
how can people who want to purchase from Echo Management Systems, how can they find you guys, and what's the good way to locate you and let them know your location and everything?
Yeah, I do appreciate it. Reach out on the website, www.ecomanagementsystems.com. It's plural, ecomanagementsystems.com. You can also call me directly on my line. I answer, most of the calls directly of personal. You guys are all friends and family. 480-467-9274. I'm Chris. It's my cell phone. I'll put you in the best position I can. So really, if it just makes sense, we'll do it. If not, I'll tell you you're in a fine position and move forward, So
definitely, man. And this is like a trusted company in Mesa, and they're going to guide you in the right direction. You have a home and you need some solar panels and you're thinking about that for your future, these are the guys you want to get to, and these are the guys who will help you, and they're great guys and very, very, very dependable and very nice people, man. And we hope nothing but success for you guys. And anything you need, man, like you said, man, make sure you come out and holler at us, man, and we'll help you.
And vice versa, say Habari Entertainment is the promo, and I'll do the same thing towards donations or proceeds or however.
Sure,
we can work something out. It's all sustainability,
real,
working
man.
together, and it takes a village. So
yeah,
appreciate you, brother. Yeah,
that's why I love you, man. You're the dude.
Appreciate you, guys.
Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for watching Habari Live. Until next week, peace.
Holla, holla.
I'll never get test taker.